Hello, hello, Africa. This is Shil Nyapengo, the winning attitude. Our topic of today is debt traps in Africa. Africa, my motherland, we have a lot of debt such that we are not able to pay. And there is a reason behind it. And that's why today I've come for us. Let us discuss what is happening in Africa. Africa is so rich with a lot of things, with a lot of mineral, a lot of oil, everything. We can manage our continent smoothly without borrowing all the time. I come from Kenya. Just 2 days ago, my president went to France to take a loan. I mean, it has been like that all the time, from China all the time, over and over. And there's so many African countries that are borrowing all the time, borrowing all the time. Like right now, countries like Angola, they have like 25 billion, Ethiopia 25, I mean, Ethiopia 13.5 billion, Zambia 7.4, Congo 7.3, and even Nigeria and so many others. Even my country, Kenya, they have a lot of debt, such that we are not able to pay. When a country is not able to pay its debt and it finds itself that the GDP is a little bit lower than the debt itself, the economy of that country can never be good. Today with me is a guest from US, Mr. D. Mr. D, kindly greet the audience and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mr. D. I'm a guest of Chill. I love the winning attitude. She has a great show, great people. It's a very uplifting. And let's dive right into your topic.
Mhm. That is very nice, Mr. D. Thank you very much. I just want to discuss all this thing called debt traps. It looks very sweet. When a country wants to borrow money from the so-called super whatever that gives them loan whatever to run the economy. I've just talked of I've mentioned some few countries in Africa, but you see the whole of Africa, they owe a lot. And I'm just going to be specific. I'm sorry if I'm going to offend someone outside there, but I'm speaking my mind. You are entitled to your own opinion. This is my opinion. For example, the Chinese. Now, Mr. D, I want to ask you one question. I know you come from US and I know you know what is happening. You know a lot about politics, you know about business, everything. Now, the Chinese themselves, do you think Chinese, when they give loans to African countries, are they politically motivated, or what is their intention? Do they really want to help Africa? Tell me, when they're giving African countries so much that they're not able to pay. And remember, when they give out the loans, they have a lot of interest. And they put it such that they African countries keep on borrowing, such that they are not able to pay. Do they really want to help Africa? Does Chinese really want to help Africa? Mr. D?
Well, what it is, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. D.
Okay.
Mhm.
What it is it has to do with, first of all, it has to do with before the Chinese could come in and do anything, they offer money. Now, it starts in your government. You understand? That's where it starts,
Mhm.
period.
Mhm.
If you have a government that's been running your country,
Mhm.
each individual country in the continent of Africa
Mhm.
for, I don't know, 25, 30,
Mhm.
40 years, think about it. Has it worked? No. That's a
Mhm.
long time to be in power
Mhm.
and to still be poor, to not give people equal opportunities.
Mhm.
Now, when they get these loans, when these people come over, they know that you guys are rich with minerals, gold, diamonds,
Mhm.
oil.
Mhm.
You have everything on planet Earth
Mhm.
right there in that beautiful continent with the African people.
Mhm.
But everybody else
Mhm.
benefits. Look
Mhm.
how many countries have grown. I'm saying the whole continent
Mhm.
have grown off of the rich of Africa.
Mhm.
But they come there and offer these loans to poor people already. Think about it.
Mhm.
You're already poor,
Mhm.
and they come in with these billion, trillion dollar loans
Mhm.
only to the high people to stick most of it in their pocket.
Mhm.
And you're already poor. So what does that do? Make you even poorer. You're never, ever going to pay these loans back.
Mhm.
Every kid that you have that's born is
Mhm.
going to be poor.
Mhm.
It's sad.
Mhm.
It's ridiculous.
Oh.
What it is
Mhm.
you guys need to wake up,
Mhm.
look into your heart, look into yourselves.
Mhm.
You're not black. You're African. There's
Mhm.
a difference.
Mhm.
You understand?
Yeah.
There's a big between being black
Mhm.
and being African.
Mhm.
Africa is African.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
need to find it yourselves, come together.
Mhm.
You have enough money and the riches in your own
Mhm.
country and continent,
Mhm.
the whole thing,
Mhm.
to build a super empire like Russia, like China, like the United States, like Europeans.
Mhm.
Think about it.
Mhm.
When you do your education, where do you want to go? Oh, I want to go to Europe. I
Mhm.
want to go to Sweden and live and go to school.
Mhm.
That's sad. What you're doing is you're taking from your bloodline.
Mhm.
You're taking from your own bloodline.
Mhm.
Put back into your continent. This
Mhm.
is your time.
Mhm.
Most of these old governments are dying and they're old and they're leaving office.
Mhm.
This is your time.
Mhm.
This is your time to say something.
Mhm.
They can't do
But you
nothing.
see, Mr. D, our leaders, first of all, let me start with Chinese. They are politically motivated. They want their presence to be felt in Africa. Can I say that they're trying to colonize Africa the second time? Because, it's not like they really want to help us. They are politically
Right.
motivated. They want to take over. They are coming with a hidden agenda, and they find our leaders, they are corrupt already, and then they manipulate them. They use them. Should I say our leaders are selling us out or something? Tell me.
Right.
Hmm.
Listen, what it is that when they offer that money, yes, they're selling you out. And then the Chinese come over here
Hmm.
and they're like, wow, a jackpot. They're
Hmm.
going to keep taking and taking all these riches in this world because they know
Hmm.
many of them there is all over the whole planet.
Hmm.
Think about it.
Hmm.
Plenty of them. Little China's everywhere all over the world.
Hmm.
But do we got a little Africa?
Hmm.
Nope.
Hmm.
Nope.
Hmm.
They keep you in your continent
Hmm.
more.
Hmm.
But see, what it is the Chinese, they come there, they build, they do what they do, they take.
Hmm.
Now, when they build,
Hmm.
from my experience, it's very cheap and then they sell it and it falls apart within a year and a half.
Hmm.
That's horrible. Look at the roads. Oh, we have these projects. We're going to help you people.
Hmm.
You build the roads real cheap. Why are you even doing it in the first
Yeah.
place?
For
If it's
example,
cheap.
my country, Kenya, almost like all roads are being done by the Chinese, but these are the roads that it doesn't even take 5 years before the roads are, I mean, are bad again. It takes 2 years. Oh my goodness, sorry. I don't know why this thing has just gone off. Oh, just a moment again. Okay, Mr. D, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay, okay, okay. Now we are talking about the roads. Most roads here in Africa, to be specific, my country, Kenya, are being done by the Chinese. But this road, in a span of 3 years, 4 years, they're bad again. But our government they don't want to stop working with these guys because, they owe the Chinese. It's like some little prison. Chinese have given a lot such that they cannot work with any other apart from the Chinese. Look at that. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Now, I have another question for you, Mr. D. What does China want with Africa? Because we've just said that they're politically motivated, you know, they want their presence to be felt. Like I can say there's countries like Ethiopia, they are so much there. It's like they even have a police station there. Here in Kenya, you know, we have something called SGR railway station. They have people from China working there, employed. They're all over the streets selling small things like clothes, hawking things in our streets, in Nairobi streets here in Kenya. What do they want with Africa? You find these Chinese, the only thing they can buy in Kenya is water. Everything comes from their country, be it food, clothes, whatever. They are, can I say they are selfish or what? But what do they want with Africa? If not, what do they want from Africa? Because I know there's something that they have seen in Africa that they really want. What do you think?
This is my answer. And it's
Yes.
going to be a short, quick one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to get right to the point.
Yes.
Think about it like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is my personal opinion.
Yes.
I don't know how long they've been coming there,
A lot.
but I know it's
For
been
a
many,
lot.
many, many years.
Yes.
Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
If they haven't done nothing then,
Mm-hmm.
they're not doing nothing now.
Mm-hmm.
Put all that time together.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the time together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to go into the specifics of if they're good people or bad people.
Mm-hmm.
They're good people, but are they selfish? Oh, hell yeah. They're very selfish. They eat anything. thing. Think
Mhm.
about it.
Mhm.
Now, what I'm going to say is,
Mhm.
if they was going to do anything,
Mhm.
you guys would have been. Look how many years they've already been there.
Mhm.
If they were going to do anything,
Mhm.
anything,
Mhm.
and make you guys say they were to help you build and
Mhm.
be knowledgeable,
Mhm.
you guys are already super intelligent.
Mhm.
They would have been doing it. They haven't done nothing. Think about it. They
Uh-huh.
would have been doing it. So what does that tell you?
Uh-huh.
All they're doing is moving in,
Mhm.
consuming. You know what consuming is?
Uh-huh. Tell us.
Consuming.
Mhm.
They like you to slave the whole planet under them.
Mhm.
You can't allow it.
Mhm.
You have to come up strong now.
Mhm.
If they haven't done it then, they're
Mhm.
not going to do it now.
Mhm.
That's really an answer.
Mhm.
Look at their progress for
Mhm.
the last, what, 45 years?
Mhm.
What have they done for you?
Mhm.
Look at the little work they've done. If
Mhm.
they come in with all
Mhm.
the laws
Mhm.
and you're you make yourself
Mhm.
to build the rules, to do this, do that.
Mhm. You know, like I said.
I'm standing over there. I'm like, wow, this is it. This is it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Well, but I can't take it. I
Mhm.
can't take it. I want that they take it.
Mhm.
Put it in your heart.
Mhm.
Put it in your heart, people. Put it in your heart, and then try to put it into your own place.
Now,
Because
Mr. D.
you've been shut.
Yes.
Right.
Now, Mr. D, there are people watching this video. Like, I just wanted to be specific and tell them, what do you think Chinese want from Africa? Because personally, I think, I know, I'm sure, Africa is so rich with everything. God blessed us with everything. And you see, they've seen it. And that's why they're coming with all sorts of things, all sorts of things. Can you tell the viewers, those people, because I can see people are watching the video, the live, whatever. Just tell them because, I know you know something. Mr. D.
Okay. This is my. I have an A and a B.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with the A side.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Chinese is there. Okay, I'm gonna give you a two-part answer. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you part A and part B. Okay,
Okay. Go
let's go
ahead.
with A first.
Mm-hmm.
Because God will. I'm a Christian. I'm with God. We're all God's people. Remember that.
Yes.
I feel the Chinese is there. Maybe I feel that the Chinese is there maybe to help you grow, to help you do right,
Mm-hmm.
um, to help you understand that you can be a superpower,
Really?
that you're people. Hold on, let me finish. I said a two part.
Okay.
That's part A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's go to part B.
Mm-hmm.
Part B is
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they want nothing. I think they want to come there, take everything, consume,
Mm-hmm.
run you out,
Mm-hmm.
and like you're a slave or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's part B.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it's A or B, which one do you guys think? That's a personal question that you take into your mind.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to open you up with point A and point B.
Mm-hmm.
You could take point A,
Mm-hmm.
say yes, that's what it is, or
Mm-hmm.
you could take my point B.
Mm-hmm.
That's a personal thing in your heart that you need to take.
Mm-hmm.
I can't sit here and say they're bad people. I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You take point A or point B
Mm-hmm.
in your heart. Because remember, you have your own mind to think and do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
If you want your continent to grow,
Mm-hmm.
get back into it. You got all the resources in the world to make yourself a superpower. And maybe they want you to be a superpower. I don't know, but I would try
So,
this day.
like,
Don't wait no longer. Go
like,
to the beginning stage. Go ahead.
like you, Mr. D, you've been into so many African countries, here because you're a businessman. Do you think you've been to Africa? Do you think Africa is so rich such that because you don't come from Africa, you come from US, and you've been to Africa and you know so many things that are happening in Africa. Do you think Africa is so rich? There's so much in Africa that we are able to maintain ourselves without even borrowing all these guys.
Listen, you're not even able to maintain. This is a simple answer.
Oh my
Half
goodness.
the world was built from your half the world was built from your riches. Okay,
Mhm.
think about that.
Mhm.
We built continents
Mhm.
because of your riches.
Mhm.
You know
Mhm.
how much more you have in your riches?
Yeah,
All you got to do
like DRC Congo,
is
they have.
hold up.
Mhm. Mhm. Hold on.
Hold on, let me say this.
Okay, go.
Congo.
Uh-huh.
They've been over there digging. They've been in the Congo
Mhm.
digging them gold and diamonds for how long? And they have all these little groups that you kill yourselves over there.
Mhm.
Make it mayhem amongst each other because you're poor.
Mhm.
Any little bit of money, guess
Mhm.
what? They
Mhm.
form little militias.
Mhm.
It's sad.
Mhm.
Once those people say, forget the money. My
Mhm.
bloodline is more important than that.
Mhm.
That's what you need to do. You need
Mhm.
to get into your bloodline. You
Mhm.
need to say no to the handout and
Mhm.
put the money into your own continent. Ethiopia, when
Yeah.
all these countries come together,
Hmm.
it's over.
It's over.
It's
When it's
going coming. It's coming.
uh-huh.
It's coming.
Hmm.
But you guys need to sit down and have a real talk.
Hmm.
Get the corruption away from it.
Hmm.
Why sell your soul out?
Hmm.
This ain't the devil's planet. They
Hmm.
say it is, but guess what?
Hmm.
It's not.
Oh my goodness. Really? Go ahead, please. Go ahead. I'm listening. We are listening because I can see people watching. Yes.
Africa,
Hmm.
Africa is a continent.
Hmm.
When I first came to it, I was amazed.
Hmm.
I said, I'm never going back to the U.S. once I start
Hmm.
helping the people there.
Hmm.
Once I get to, I
Hmm.
don't even have a lot.
Hmm.
If I was a multi-millionaire
Hmm.
and I worked there,
Hmm.
I wouldn't just build a little
Hmm.
school like most of these countries go over there. Oh, let's build a little school and pet a little kid like your animal.
Hmm.
I mean, not the whole town. You can give them a job. You can support little cities. You
Hmm.
can do this.
Hmm.
But right now, this is the time for change. You need to take advantage of it.
Hmm.
You need to get out there,
Hmm.
get in shape, get your mind and your body so right. Because
Hmm.
God wants you to be healthy. He don't want gluttony. He wants you to be healthy so you can think. Remember,
Hmm.
what does it say in the Bible? My people are lost of knowledge or something like that.
Yes,
But
yes,
this
yes.
is it right here.
Hmm.
Everybody wants that knowledge, and they've been taken for so long
Hmm.
that they dumbed us down.
Hmm.
It's time to wake up. Wake up.
It is time for Africa to
You got to
wake
get
up,
out there and get it.
right?
Everybody from everywhere else in the world is coming there for riches. Think about it. To
So
get
that's
from you.
that's the on
Like I told you, you got it up there. You don't go anywhere else to get it. You
that
don't.
that
It's
is
there.
that
Put
is a
your money in your own country.
that is the only thing that brings
Go
those
ahead,
people
man.
to Africa. That brings those people to Africa because Africa is rich. We have a lot of things. So their intentions are not good at all, right?
Let me say something.
Hmm.
If all these people coming there, right? We know what they come there to get. They've
Hmm.
been doing it. They still doing it.
Hmm.
If they were gonna help you,
Hmm.
50 years ago, you guys would be like a superpower.
Hmm.
You'd have a strong army. You'd have gold, green grasses like you see on TV in the
Hmm.
U.S.
Hmm.
or any other country.
Hmm.
If it was going to be that, it would have been that.
Hmm.
You're still in the past, is what I call it.
Hmm.
Yes, you have a lot of tradition, but guess what? A lot of those traditions are
Hmm.
waking up.
Hmm.
You need to use yourself.
Hmm.
You got to wake up. You got to wake up and put
Now,
your money in your own country into your own country. Go
but
ahead.
don't you think? Okay, like if I may ask you, why does Africa have so much debt? Don't you think our leaders are very corrupt, and the kind of leaders that we put into power? We elect leaders who are corrupt, who are greed, who are, I mean, they're politically they lack transparency. They are not transparent at all. So do you think, can you tell someone, let's say, can you tell the whole Africa that when we are going in for election, when we are electing our leaders, like right now, Tanzania is just in the mood of election, like I think it's like 3 weeks to come, something like that. They will be electing their president and so many others. Kenya will be going 2022, will be electing another government, a new government. But if we keep on electing this government which is corrupt, they're not transparent, we keep on repeating the same thing over and over again. Because I know you're a you know politics and you know what is happening in Africa. How do you view it? What do you think about all the time we keep on electing corrupt leaders all the time? Do you think this has been the cause, one of the cause, or one of the reason why we keep on borrowing a lot? Because our leaders are greedy. They keep on stealing our money. They eat. They don't care about people. Their people.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I have to say is, and I'm gonna be raw, and I'm gonna tell
Oh,
the truth.
please be raw.
I
Just tell us the truth because people will be watching this video.
okay.
Whether it's right now, just tell us the way it is because there's some truth somewhere that you
God,
know. Go ahead.
you have. It's really not that hard, and it's pretty simple.
Hmm.
Your governments you've had in there over the last 35, 40 years
Hmm.
are corrupt.
That
They've
is
been taken from you from day one.
Kenya.
I'll give a quick. Hold on. Let me give a quick example. Coronavirus with Kenya.
Hmm.
All that money come in, and guess what?
Hmm.
You guys see a penny. Now, where do you think it went? Let's not get into detail.
Mhm.
You know where it went.
Mhm.
That right there is your answer. On any other continent,
Mhm.
Africa.
Mhm.
It's a fact. It's
Mhm.
corrupted.
Mhm.
Don't let the same people stay in there because you ain't going nowhere.
Mhm.
How much do they own?
Mhm.
How much have they built just for their family?
Mhm.
Yeah. And how much have you gained?
Mhm.
Nothing.
Mhm.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yes, nothing. Mhm.
Very corrupt.
Mhm.
Guess what?
Mhm.
Don't ever vote the same families in.
Mhm.
You got to vote them out.
Mhm.
And guess what? It starts with you, the people.
Mhm.
The people. Take control of it.
Mhm.
You can take control. You can.
Mhm.
Make the change.
Mhm.
Start inside the government.
Mhm.
And I promise you,
Mhm.
God will touch you special.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, God wants you to do it. It ain't me.
Mhm.
God wants you to do it.
Mhm.
I'm just here to open your eyes.
Mhm. That's very nice, Mr. D. Thank you. Thank you for telling us draw the way it is, you know. Pardon? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Because I'm going to be honest.
Be honest.
Keep the same government. Yes.
Mhm.
You, yes. If you keep your same government in the power,
Mhm.
even in the last 35, 40 years, think
Mhm.
about that back.
Mhm.
And then you're going to know
Mhm.
what you need to do.
Mhm.
You got to change your government. That's
Mhm.
where it starts.
Mhm.
Period. Get in there, get something done. Get somebody in there that got energy, that got motivation, that
Mhm.
has God in their life.
Mhm.
That's not a part of the other side.
Mhm.
It's a system. It's an old system
Mhm.
that in this day and time it can't be ran no more.
Mhm.
It's a fact.
Mhm.
You got to get the old system out.
Mhm.
And then guess what?
Mhm.
Growth will happen.
Mhm.
Growth will happen.
Mhm.
Trust me, it is written. I'm telling you. Go
Mhm.
there. I love that continent. I
Mhm.
love that continent.
Mhm.
My first time leaving the U.S. was Africa. I ain't went really nowhere else. I only love to go there because I feel
Mhm.
that continent has been dumbed down for so long. It's
Mhm.
been taken from. It's sad.
Mhm.
And all the riches and billions and everything that's been taken from that continent and no one's putting back,
Mhm.
it's time to change.
Mhm.
And this is your chance. I'm telling you, the whole continent, you need to wake up, get the people that are in there that have power, that are no good, and get them the fuck out. Excuse my language. God forgive me.
It's okay, you know, it depends. That shows how much you feel for Africa, you know, how much you feel about everything that is going on in Africa. And you're very right that it's time for Africa to wake up. Just wake up, you know, everything change starts with you and me, not you. I'm referring to people who are here in Africa. For us to make a change, we have to stand up for our continent and say enough is enough. But the problem starts with how? Who do we elect? Who are these people that we take as at the top seat to manage to run our country? We have to be honest enough to stand up and say enough is enough. Otherwise, we'll be in debt. Our children will be in debt all through, because this is something that keeps on over and over and over and over. It started and it's never stopped, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon unless we stand up and say enough is enough. African countries, arise, awake. It's time for us to stop all this nonsense. I call it nonsense. Sorry if I'm offending anyone, but it's total nonsense because we keep on borrowing a lot, right? Can you hear me, Mr. D?
Yes. I
Yes.
mean, all the money, like I said, yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
All
you.
the money that, like I said, that was borrowed,
Hmm.
you guys, it's a revolving circle. You have to stop it. Don't wait any longer because then all the main countries are in debt for a reason.
Hmm.
That's for a reason. It's by design.
Hmm.
They keep the most powerful countries that could be real powerful
Hmm.
in debt and dumbed down.
Hmm.
Once you say no, like what was it, Tanzania? When
Hmm.
the French came there and he offered, and the guy said, "Was that Tanzania?" But the president
Yes.
said, "No, we don't want that loan."
Hmm.
Let me give an example. It went there. They said no. Guess what? They
Yes.
went to Kenya, and we said, "Yeah." Look at that. They keep biting and biting and biting. They don't stop. But guess what?
Hmm.
Before Kenya takes that money, you can stop it. When the time comes,
Hmm.
you can say, "No, we don't want it."
That's right.
That's
That's
what
right.
you can do.
That's right. We can do
I
that.
ain't gonna get into details about it, but
Hmm.
understand what they do.
Hmm.
They go to the next country, and
Hmm.
then we'll have him because guess what? He's
Hmm.
been in for so long, he'll accept it because he has to.
Hmm.
The system.
Hmm.
Get him out of here. Go ahead.
That's interesting, Mr. D. I'm happy hosting you today. This is just the beginning. We'll be doing this over and over again. I'm so excited to host you today, Mr. D. Thank you for making us feel that someone somewhere else cares for Africa. And it's time for Africa to wake up. Let's arise. Let's get united. United States of Africa. I'm not referring to US because I come from Africa. I love Africa. I am an Africa. I will remain an Africa wherever I am. But it's time for us to rise up and say enough is enough. We have a lot and God has really blessed us and our continent is very rich. Enough with the debt thing. Enough is enough. Okay, Mr. D?
You mind if I can I slide something else in there?
Of course,
I just want
absolutely.
to say that I appreciate you for letting me come on today and speak
Mhm,
and give what I. It's just my opinion.
mhm,
You know, it's just my opinion.
mhm,
It doesn't even have to be true.
mhm,
But I speak pretty raw. But I will appreciate you. God has blessed you, and I appreciate you for allowing me to come on. Hopefully, I can come back on in the future and enlighten some people who can talk after the debate.
mhm.
Well, I'm mind, but you can win the battle in the end. That's the truth. You can win the. I mean, look at Ghana for example.
Yeah.
You know, most of when the African slave trade was happening, they were running through there.
Mhm,
That trade is
mhm,
growing at a phenomenal rate with technology and everything,
mhm.
right? Because people
Absolutely.
are starting from
Mhm,
the U.S., the African Americans in the U.S.,
mhm,
which are from Africa technically,
mhm,
they're coming there and they're blowing it up. There's
mhm,
stuff there that's nowhere in Africa.
mhm,
That's a fact.
mhm,
Now the thing is, it has to be a ripple effect.
mhm,
It has to be a ripple effect.
mhm.
Look at Akon. He's building Akon City and making a whole
Absolutely.
heap of money.
Mhm,
What does that tell you?
mhm,
There's room. There's room for so much growth.
mhm,
It's just unspeakable. But now, people, you have to wake up. This is the time.
mhm,
Every country must come together. It's a fact. Get the old government out.
mhm,
You got to. If you don't, you're
mhm,
going to stay dumbed down, and they're going to keep taking your resources.
mhm,
You've got to use your own resources.
mhm.
Plenty, plenty, plenty of land, plenty of rich resources. You just need people like me to help you get along. You know, like I
Mhm,
say, maybe some other countries are trying to, but
mhm,
I don't know. I don't see it.
mhm,
I don't. I don't.
mhm.
You got to wake your energy up. Get
Yes,
healthy.
Africa,
You
wake
know.
up make your energy, wake up, arise. Look at Ghana. Ghana is really blowing up right now because I think and I know, someone somewhere, their leaders have just realized that they need to make a change. Thank you, Mr. D. Until next week, we're going to proceed on with this topic over and over again because I know you have Africa's interest at heart and you really love Africa. And I thank you very much for coming over and doing the show with us. Okay, Mr. D. Or you have something else to say?
No, no. So I thank you for allowing me to come on the winning attitude,
Hmm.
the winning circle. I appreciate you,
Hmm.
and hopefully, allow me to come on again and speak if you would like me to.
Yes, I
But
will.
like I say, just keep I'll just here to wake Africa up and to give them something to hope, because everybody else takes from your hope. You
Hmm.
have your own hope. It's there.
Hmm.
You just got to know how to use it.
Hmm.
It's the corruption. Once you clear out the corruption,
Hmm.
then you can use your own resources for yourself. It's
Hmm.
there.
Hmm.
God bless you. Thank you for having me on, and hopefully we can talk again at
Yes.
another time. So God bless Africa. Africa, wake up. I love you guys. You're an ancient civilization. Just remember that you're ancient. You're beautiful people, and
Hmm.
you're not black. You're African.
We are
You're
Africa.
African.
Hmm.
That's a bloodline. Very rich bloodline. God bless. Be safe. Chill.
Thank you.
God bless.
God bless. Thank you.